everybody. Welcome to another amazing night of Lake Buena Visitors Television, LBV TV. And as you can tell, we have a very, very special guest for a very special week because Disney World reopened. That's right. The Magic Kingdom reopened. Animal Kingdom reopened. Tomorrow, Hollywood Studios reopens, Epcot, and more. It's a very, very big week in the Disney news world. And so I thought, of course, we have to celebrate with I want to say queen, even though she's a princess, but Cinderella herself. And she's going to give us an inside look into the whole new Disney World, Disney reopening, her castle, and much more. So you don't want to miss a thing. And of course, for those of you who are new to our channel, I'll tell you a little bit about us. Every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we go live with the Disney characters themselves. And now you can't get to interact with them the way we used to, or even get pictures easily. So this is a great way to have unlimited access to the Disney magic and the Disney characters. But every episode also has a theme to it. So we often have not just Disney characters, but we'll talk a roundtable discussion with Disney celebrities, Disney experts, Disney fans, with exclusive news, information, fun stories, and of course, you're an integral part to the show. We want you to chat, we want you to talk with our characters, and then of course, during our roundtable discussion, get involved. We want to know what you think. And today's roundtable discussion, after Cinderella exits, is all about how the new Walt Disney World works, how the new Magic Kingdom, how it's reopened, what it's like, exclusive footage, and we even have some exclusive news that you will hear tonight. That's right. And of course, with getting access to the characters, you get really neat experiences. Like we're going to find out tonight, why did the glass slipper, that one glass slipper, not disappear like everything else did in Cinderella's story? Have you ever wondered that? I have. She's going to answer that. That's right. No question is too hard. We want you to be as involved as you want and ask as much as you want. And again, we will bring your comments from the side into the chat so you can talk to Cinderella or ask us any questions. Again, we're a community, not just a channel. We're also an apparel line. We started out making styles that bring smiles to your home through Lake Buena Visitors store on Etsy. But we wanted to bring smiles into your home another way. And this was the perfect way, because even with the parks starting to open here in Mickey's backyard, right now they're closed starting 6 and 7 p.m. And also, again, it's different. You don't have access to the characters, often don't have access to a lot of the experiential aspects to the Disney parks like we used to. So this is a great way, again, to have fun, bring our Disney community together, and it's never a dull moment. Last week, we had Mickey Mouse. That was crazy and amazing, and half the chat was crying. I was crying. It was amazing. The week before, Maleficent, and my favorite is her villain that she's most scared of is Winnie the Pooh. You never know what crazy things you're going to hear live here on our show from the characters. And then we had Gusteau from Epcot, and Food and Wine is about to open. Chris, is it tomorrow? Yeah, in Epcot. So behind the camera, I have my husband, producer Chris, who is helping and bringing all your chats live into our show so you can, again, interact. But Gusteau was amazing. And we got a sneak peek in a Food and Wine Festival that's going to be happening now almost year-round, as well as Crush, who we no longer can do Turtle Talk with in Epcot. So this is where you can do it. And he was totally gnarly and very, very cool. So even if you miss a live show, check back our old episodes because the characters are amazing. They're hysterical. Again, so much fun. We see so many of you watch the episodes multiple times, which is so cool. And again, comment because our characters will even chat with you after the show. And of course we will too. But say you missed a live episode and want to chat, or ask a character question, go into our comments section and let them know whatever you're curious about, and they'll hit you up, which is super cool, right? How amazing is that? So for those of you, again, who are new to LBV TV, subscribe here because you won't want to miss who we have coming up next. That's right. Next week might be Kermit the Frog. We've had the Muppets on before. For those of you who've never seen that episode, it's the Tiki Room auditions, and they are amazing. And we even had the Muppeteers on. It was so cool. And they gave us exclusives about the new show, July 31st, that's going to debut on Disney+. That's right, all about the Muppets improving. It's going to be really cool. So you don't want to miss it. Or we may go live from Epcot. That's right. So you never want to miss a episode. Hit the notifications button. Because again, like I said, you never know who's going to stop by, where we'll go, and what exciting, fun Disney magic we'll be bringing to you. Okay, now for those of you in the chat, I see a bunch of you. Hi, Joey's World. Hi, Jennifer from Resort TV, one of my best friends who I had so much fun with this week. The Hitchhiking Bones, Paging Mr. Morrow, another amazing friend of ours. Mickey's Magic, Anna Butler. I see so many amazing friends of ours in the chat. And feel free. Oh, I see. Hey, that crazy Disney lady, Tanya, Orlando Mike, Francine Schneider. So many friends of ours that we love so much. So again, you never want to miss a show because you'll never miss also the awesome people in the chat. Like I said, who are a community here. Okay. Before I get Cinderella out, I want to see lots of blue hearts for Cinderella. Lots of blue hearts. And I'm so excited. I have so many questions, not just about what she thinks of her castle, because that's all new, but lots more. I know. Mrs. Angie Marie, I'm blushing as pink as that new castle. Oh, bless your heart. There, again, all your comments and questions, keep them coming because Cinderella is joining us. Chris, should we bring her out? All right. Cinderella. Are you there in your castle?
Why, hello, Maria.
Cinderella, it is so good to see you. You look as beautiful as ever.
Oh, why, thank you. So do you. I love your shirt today. And we have
thank you. I know it is made in your likeness, of course.
Oh,
and look at the little carriage here at the bottom. I have all these little hidden gems in the shirt, from Gus Gus to the slipper to the carriage. I'm a huge fan, and I know so many people in our chat are huge fans too. Thank you so much. Now, the last time you were on the show, Disney World hadn't reopened. Your kingdom had not reopened yet. I wore gloves and then couldn't press the buttons on the computer because these are very delicate, let me tell you. So I skipped that today. But I got my tiara.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Oh,
I know. I'm Princess Ready. But we're so excited. I mean, your Magic Kingdom looks as beautiful as ever. I know everybody has so many questions because so much has happened in the month since we last talked to you. Now, girl, first of all, I got to bring up your paint job to that castle is magnificent. I love what you did to the place. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you like the new Cinderella's castle? I think the photos don't do it justice personally. I think in person it was even more magnificent. But what do you think, Cinderella? And I'd love to know what the prince thinks too.
Oh, well, I of course love it because I helped design the new colors that we did. I chose,
oh, you did?
I chose pink this time because it reminds me of my mother. Do you remember the dress that I used to like to wear that was hers? The pink
oh, that's
dress?
right.
And so I thought that perhaps we should have some pink representation for a little while. But of course, the prince misses the blue. He prefers the blue, of course. Silly boys.
I think that's most boys. That's a boy thing.
That's true. It is my favorite color as well,
well, as you can tell, we love blue. We love you in blue as well. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I do have to ask though, Chris, do you have video of that paint by numbers by any chance? So for those of you in the chat, get ready for this. I think the castle is still a work in progress. Let's show them.
So you could tell they're not completely done painting the whole castle yet. And on the side over here, they have the numbers of what color gray they're going to paint. Probably similar to that. 4, 5, 6.
You had me in tears already.
Oh my
I'm so excited. I know, everything is so beautiful, even the paint by numbers.
And do you know why we have those, Maria? It's for
Why?
our mice and bird friends. They've been helping us paint. And so we have each mouse that has a different number, and they carry around paint cans. And of course, then Gus Gus, he's number 4, and Jacques is number 5. So when they see their numbers, they can go and paint the brick. They're very good at it. But they hadn't quite finished the task. We didn't realize that assigning such a big task to such tiny little creatures might take them a little longer. So they're still working on it.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because they're small. I know, guys, I see some funny ones. Donna said it's like Sudoku. Francine says paint by number is the best. Allie in Wonderland. I know hey, it makes sense. It's a lot easier. I know I'm a terrible painter. I'm a great drawer, but I let Chris, the hubby, do the painting when it comes to our artwork, as you can see on the shirt. I like that. Orlando Mike says a Minesweeper castle. Well, nonetheless, you did an amazing job with the castle. I love it. And I like the idea of make it pink, make it blue. It reminds me a little bit of Aurora. You guys now I think connect even more.
We do. We have so much in common.
but it's so true. I totally forgot that your mother's dress was pink. So what a beautiful homage to your mom. I know for those of us who've lost a parent, it's always special to have a part of them always with you. So that's really, really neat. Now, the Magic Kingdom is a little bit different than usual. Everybody in the chat, we all know things are new. There's masks for everybody now, required. Now we socially distantly see you, Cinderella. Actually, Chris, do we have a video of Cinderella?
When I was waving to you?
Yes. You blew me a kiss. I was very excited. Oh, we don't have it yet. All right, Cinderella, it's loading. But as some of you have seen in the chat, it is now a cavalcade. So it's those floats that we see in the parade that you're on that you wave to us from. How is that, is that different? How do you like it? What do you think?
Well, of course it's different. Usually we have a little station where we stand and meet our new friends, and all of the sweet children give us hugs. So it does feel a bit different, but it is magnificent to be on something like a parade float up above the street. It's wonderful to see everybody all at once and blow kisses and have perfect fans wave to us like you. So it's new, different, but we'll get used to it. It's fun for now.
Well, I was very excited, as you can tell, when I saw you. I was like, oh my God, it's Cinderella. And, the cavalcades, it's different. Luckily, we get to have you on LBV TV where you get to interact with us live, which is amazing. But you're also with all the princesses on there. Have you gotten to be closer and gotten to know the other princesses better? Or do you still have to kind of socially distant?
We do. We social distance, but we're all the best of friends, especially Belle. I've been hanging out a lot with her lately because she has her library with her. And so we love to go and pick out different storybooks to read with each other. And we'll sit around the library 6 feet apart, of course, and read books together. And Ariel, she's been showing us all of her collection of human things that she's been collecting. So it's been fun seeing what she's been finding around the Magic Kingdom.
Ooh. Now, I bet you all have beautiful masks. Always Amanda from our Instagram, and Brandy and Dave can put our Instagram account in the chat. We asked people on our post what they would ask you, and always Amanda wanted to know, do the mice and your animals help make masks that we get at Disney World and at the Magic Kingdom?
Yes, they do, actually. They're wonderful with a sewing needle, as you saw in my movie. If you've seen my movie before, they love to sew, and so the birds help them by just like that. They've been creating lots of new different types of masks for all of our friends, too. We have ones that look like Mickey Mouse. We have ones that have all of my princess friends on. Ooh, there's even, have you heard of the Hulk before?
The Hulk? You know who the Hulk is?
I met him once. He was very terrifying, but then I found out that he's not so scary in real life.
And he's just a big guy.
For him. So you can look like him if you like.
That's true. And you can even look like Winnie the Pooh, who is one of my favorites. Maleficent, we learned a couple weeks ago, does not like Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, why not?
She's scared of him.
Oh.
I think she doesn't understand that hunger doesn't apply to humans. It's just honey.
Oh, I see. I could see why that'd be frightening.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we were talking about the opening of Magic Kingdom. Wow. It's been amazing, having some things go back to normal-ish. But how are things different, and how do you view it? What do you like or dislike now that the Magic Kingdom is reopened in a new way?
I think the hardest thing to get used to would be seeing all of you up close, face to face, because that is my personal favorite part of when guests come to the park, to meet them and talk with them. So I think that will take some getting used to. But we do love the cavalcade. I can't wait until our restaurant opens again. But for now, there are still little restaurants that are open around the park. Let's see. We have lots of sanitizing stations, which I do very much appreciate. As you remember, I love to clean, and I'm very good at it. And they're doing such a wonderful job around the park. They clean doorknobs and lampposts and the trash cans. So they're doing a very good job of keeping everyone safe, making sure everyone has masks on at all times. Really, it feels safer than dining in a restaurant to just walk around Main Street.
I felt that way. I have to say, honestly, I did not feel unsafe at any time while I was there, to the point that I got to be on my own rides by myself with my friend Jenna at Resort TV One. I saw her in the chat. We literally rode our own whole rides. Dale, her husband too, Josh from Resort TV. We had our own whole section of rides. I'm guessing that's how you feel after we leave the park. Do you get to ride rides, or what do you do when we're all not in the park? What do you do for fun?
Oh my goodness. Well, my favorite ride to ride right now is the carousel at nighttime. It's so magical hearing the music and going around and looking at the stars. But I just love to dance with my prince down Main Street. That's my favorite thing to do when there's no one here.
I have my own Prince Charming.
Oh, wonderful.
Can you hear me by any chance? Okay, yes, just want to make sure. I have my own Prince Charming, who just waved, by the way. He was very excited. He loves you too. It's different, and it's neat to see, things slowly going back to normal-ish. Again, we'll use that word normal-ish. But again, it just makes our heart feel whole to get to see you and your friends, and of course the castle. Now we have some amazing questions from our audience. And one of them was, what is your favorite place in the castle to hang out in?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's see. Oh, it's also beautiful, Maria. I think perhaps my favorite part is when you first walk in the entryway, there's a mosaic of my carriage on the ground with over 30,000 tiles that an artist has compiled. It's beautiful. And I keep my pumpkin collection in a glass case in there as well, because of course I do love pumpkins. They remind me of so many magical moments. And let's see, my glass slippers in there as well. So I think that might be my favorite place. Oh, but have you been in the bathroom before?
I don't know.
It's so magical. So. There's a big bathtub. I've been spending lots of time during the quarantine in there with the bathtub. And when you turn off the lights, the whole ceiling turns into a night sky with stars. It's beautiful.
Okay. I need to go to your bathroom more often. I never thought I would say those words, everybody. You're welcome, everybody, to always remember Maria said I need to go to Cinderella's bathroom more often.
Thank you.
But does that sound like the coolest bathroom ever? That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I see about the glass slippers. Michael, Disney Dad, who's one of our amazing patrons. Thank you so much, Michael. He was so kind to help with our characters, because I know Cinderella, you and all of your friends are working part-time now, and some amazing people have gone out of their way, like Michael, Disney Dad 98, and others like Rob, I saw there, Rob Faith, to help bring you to us, because again, like everybody else, people are working part-time or furloughed, and we pay all of our amazing people to get here, whatever the travel expense is. So I just want to say thank you. He asked a really great question about the glass slipper, but I'm going to wait because I'm going to wait till the end about this, because the glass slipper is very confusing. Why did the one slipper exist, but everything else disappeared. Everybody in the chat, you can make your guesses and we'll see if you get the answer right at the end before Cinderella leaves. Okay, Cinderella, we got questions because now you are amazing at cleaning. And of course, our LBV club, as we call them, they want to know what kind of cleaning tips can you give them?
Oh my goodness. Well, let's see. We could talk about cleaning a surface. I like to brush all the crumbs that the mice may have left behind off first, and then I'll wet it with a wet sponge, put a little soap there, or I think you have things called Clorox wipes. Is that in your kingdom? And
oh, yes. We have so much sanitizing wipes and hand sanitizer, mops, you name it. We're covered head to toe.
That's wonderful. My biggest piece of advice would be to have fun while you're cleaning. I love to make it a game, or I'll sing a song, and by the end of the song, I'll try and be done with my task. So,
singing a song. Speaking of that, for those of you who are new to LBV TV, we've had Cinderella on before. And when we had a little bit of a technical difficulty, she just started singing. And it was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. I have my little tissues ready in case. Oh, even Tom Does Disney says, sing to me, Cindy. She has the most beautiful voice in the world. Sorry, Ariel. I know you claim and technically, have an amazing voice. But I got to say, my heart goes to Cinderella. For those of you in the chat, what song do you want to hear Cinderella sing? I know, I'm so excited. Let's see what she sings for. She said I talked to her before the show. She said a little something, something. But write your song requests and maybe she'll pick yours. I know. Ooh, I see lots of people also getting ideas about why the glass slipper exists. The one. Extraordinary Larry has an idea. Okay. And I see Brandy and Dave. Hope you sing A Dream is a Wish. So does Tom Does Disney. Jenna says, so this is love. She did sing that the last episode, but it was such a good one too. I see Jan Disney Night says, a dream, a wish your heart makes. Oh, okay. I think that might be I don't know. Cinderella, we'll let you pick.
Oh, I love that one. And so this is love. I did sing with you last time. So if you'd like to go back to the other video, everyone, and scroll back, perhaps we could sing there too. Let's see. I dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come smiling through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, I dream that you wish will come true.
Oh my God, I'm so glad I have these old gloves to use as tissues. Oh my God, that was so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening.
My God. I know I made this shirt. It says, so this is love. But now I need to make a shirt that says, a dream is a wish your heart. Oh my God, that was so beautiful. Wow, everybody. How amazing. Let's give lots of applause. I mean, again, this is just so special. It's part of the reason we started LBV TV, Cinderella. I mean, I'm so blessed to know you guys personally, and you truly make special moments that can't even happen at Disney. And we can't thank you enough because, wow, I mean, this is a memory I'll forever cherish. And I'm so glad we have hundreds of friends in our chat to remember that with us. And for those of you who are new to our channel, please subscribe and hit the notifications button. I'm I can't even speak. That was so amazing. Oh my God. Wow. I feel like, yeah, again, you're so special and you mean so much to so many of us. We can't thank you enough for bringing the magic to us. Everybody, Mrs. Angie Marie, so much talent.
Thank
I see so many people that love your voice.
Oh, everyone is so sweet here. Thank you so much.
Wow. Oh, I
You
can't
did
even.
my day too, Melody. Thank you.
Oh, Casey, yes, I have goosebumps. I started crying. Amazing. I know. So again, you'll never know what amazing thing might happen with some of our character friends. But I think when we have Ariel on eventually, she's
Oh,
got
she
to
loves to sing too. I bet she'll show you all of her human things that she's been collecting too.
Oh, yes, that'll be really cool. And I can't wait to hear more about the fun she's having in the grotto. But you're also having fun. I saw your stepsisters the other day having fun outside the castle.
Oh, my.
That's right, on the banister.
Oh.
Okay, so here's the story, Cinderella. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, if you did see my Insta story, the stepsisters were flirting with Chris, my husband. I know, but they didn't know he was married. They didn't know. It's okay. But they were flirting. They were up on their banister and they were having a blast and they're talking to Chris. And I'm like, ladies, once they realized that he was married, of course, they put him through the ringer and told him he should get some more diamonds for me. So I'm starting to really like your stepsisters. But how has it been in quarantine with your stepsisters? Our friend Magical Life for Me, Tina, from our Instagram asked that.
Oh, that's a wonderful question. Well, as you know, after Prince Charming and I got married, they've actually been living in the castle with me this entire time. So I've had a while to get a little more used to them, and we've been doing princess etiquette lessons every day at 4 p.m. So they've been learning things from, oh, perfect. Are you ready for your etiquette lesson too?
Oh, yes.
So they've been learning slowly but surely. I think they've really made some good progress. And that it made me a little worried to hear that they were doing something atop the castle. But if you said that they have fixed their actions, then that's much better.
They were a lot of fun. They were hysterical. For those of you that may want to see that video, it is in my Instagram on Insta Stories and highlights under Magic Kingdom Reopening. Hysterical. You guys are a lot of fun. And I'm glad to see things are growing with your stepsisters in the right direction.
Awesome.
Somebody in our chat wanted to know, do you know any eligible bachelors to set them up with?
Ooh, that's
Anybody single in the chat that wants to?
They've tried every character that they've ever met in Disney World, and they have had no luck so far. So if you know everybody, if you know an eligible bachelor for them, that would be wonderful.
Now, another question from somebody. We have Magic Daydreams. Wanted to know if the mouse. Oh, yes, this is a good one. Okay, Remy. He is a famous mouse that hangs out in Epcot now and has his own. Oh, you know him. Okay. She wanted to know if you knew Remy and if your mice knew Remy and if you were friends, if he'd ever cooked for you, anything like that.
He actually has many times. Did you know he's preparing lots of different menu items for the Food and Wine Festival? And he's been letting the prince and I try many of them. So we get to be his taste testers. The Gus and Jacques are very, very close with him. They call each other cousins. I'm not sure if they're actually cousins, but they are the best of friends. That's a wonderful question.
No, that's very cool because we're all excited for Food and Wine. I don't know, anybody in the chat a fan of Food and Wine Festival? I love Remy. He is now all over this. Gusteau is all over the signs. We had him on the show too. We had Gusteau and he showed us how to cook and he was so much fun. So we'll definitely have to have Remy on the show and, things of that sort. Mrs. Angie Marie says, I could see the stepsisters fangirling over Gaston.
Oh, they love him.
I could see that too.
None of them, though. He doesn't quite like them.
Now, I'd love to get questions from the chat because that's what this is all about too, is having you guys interact with Cinderella or whichever character comes to visit us. Okay, so Chris, my producer husband, will you bring in some questions from our awesome friends? I see, I see that crazy Disney lady. My girl Tanya said you had me at food. And I see Extraordinary Larry. Ooh, there we go. Question. If the fairy godmother didn't come to the rescue, would you have still gone to the ball? If so, what would you have worn? That's a good question.
That's a wonderful question. Hi, Larry. I remember him from last time. And the answer to your question is I don't think that I would have gone. I was heartbroken and feeling very sad about my sisters and my stepmother. I think that was really one of the last straws for me. My heart felt truly broken until the fairy godmother showed up and helped me. So it's wonderful that she was there for me. Fairy godmothers often don't come until the very last moment. They want you to try and figure out things on your own first, and then they come in and swoop in and help you.
That makes sense. And I know I wanted to end on the glass slipper, but I'm going to take that back because I think that's a good segue to the glass slipper and why that still exists, even though everything else disappeared. So we'll get more to the chat questions, but I think that kind of relates to the answer to what you told me earlier about why the one glass slipper still exists.
That's a wonderful question. I get asked that often, actually. So the first answer is that the fairy godmother did put a little extra magic in my shoes. As you remember, I had one in my pocket at the very end, and the stepmother broke the other one. So there actually is only one left, but both the prince and I had one glass slipper in our hands at one time, which makes me also think that it was fate, that we were both to have one of the slippers. You know, life takes us to where we were meant to be, even if the road is very hard along the way. And for both of us to have one slipper to bring us to each other, I truly believe that was fate.
I love that. I mean, that just goes to show that magic only takes you so far. And you do have to believe sometimes that there is just even a little more than magic, that fate, what is meant to be. And even when you feel like there's no hope or that, you know, it's just not where you want to be, that maybe life is going to take you there, and that one glass slipper that was supposed to disappear will get you to where you were supposed to be and the person you were supposed to be with. I love that so much. Such a good answer, Cinderella. Oh, now I saw a question, Chris. Jenna, my best friend, we love you. We were so excited at your castle. We had so much fun the other day. Jenna wants to know, do you wear your ball gown all the time, or do you wear spirit jerseys on your day off? That's a great question. Jenna, you're so smart.
And in fact, I do. I have lots of fun Disney merchandise and apparel. My favorite sweatshirt has Mickey Mouse on it, of course. Oh, those ears are beautiful, Maria. How wonderful. My favorite color is blue, so most of my wardrobe is blue. I have splashes of pink in there as well, though, and lots of sparkles.
Well, we'll have to make some more pink Cinderella merchandise too now, but still, there's an awesome picture of Cinderella. I don't know if, Chris, you have it, of me in front of her castle. I just love so much the gold too. I thought the gold would be too much, to be honest. I mean, we're talking franc, but it was really amazing. I loved what you did with it. It's show-stopping and it's beautiful. Now, Chris, do we have some more questions? I see Rob says, would you like to ride Merida's horse in the cavalcade? I don't know. Rob, there were some issues with that horse last week. I don't think Cinderella should be riding that horse. He needs a little bit more practice. I love that. I see some other question. Jared said, I'm so thankful that my mother took a photo of myself when I was 5 during the 25th anniversary with Cinderella, which makes me wonder if the carriage will be golden in the upgrade. That is a great question, Jared. Will your carriage be upgraded? Because we haven't seen your carriage yet. We've only seen you in the cavalcade or waving from the train station. So may we see some more gold or something special for the big anniversary?
You might. I'll leave it at that. I love surprises, so we'll wait and see.
Francine here says, what is your favorite food to eat in all of your kingdom? Ooh.
Let's see. Well, one of my favorite things to eat is cheese and crackers, but the mice always get to the cheese first, and they take it from me. So I think that might be the most coveted food for me, is cheese and crackers.
I love it. And I like Ram 8 says they're still putting the numbers on the carriage, painting it.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, because we've learned the mice need extra help when it comes to painting. You know, they're small. All the animals, they're not us human size. Understandable. Chris, more questions from our Lake Buena visitors. Let's see. I wonder if there are any upgrades. What is? Oh, well, you got Francine, Chris. Sorry, Chris is going through. There's a lot of comments, but keep them coming. If we missed it, right? Can you guys write it again? Write your question again. What other princesses do you like to hang out with? Says Sunset Boulevard on your days off.
Well, let's see. I described Belle and Ariel as some of my best friends. We also have Merida, who someone mentioned she was on a horse earlier. She did a wonderful job riding him.
Yes.
And we have, let's see. Sleeping Beauty is one of my very best friends. We love to dance together.
Well, now you both have pink and blue castles, so that's pretty special. And for those of you who've never seen the castle in person, it looks subtle. It's not, obviously you made it very pink inside from what I can see. Is that correct?
Yes. With lots of flowers, of course.
Yes, but outside it's subtle. It's subtle. You did an amazing job. I see Mrs. Angie Marie, a lady after my own heart, because again, we are an apparel store as well. It's how we started, is making designs to bring styles and smiles to you guys. What is your favorite shopping spot in your kingdom? Oh my God, that's such a good question. Everybody in the chat, before she answers, do you have a favorite spot that you like to shop in? Is it where you get the candies and the goodies? Is it somewhere off the beaten path? I love that one spot where you can get your ears personalized in Town Square. Mention what you guys as your favorite place to shop. That is a great question because there's so many.
That's a wonderful question. I don't know. I think perhaps, does Disney Springs count? Or do you just...
Oh, you go to Disney Springs?
Have you been there before?
Yes, that's so cool. You guys, Cinderella's like us. She goes to Disney Springs. That's so cool. I would never guessed.
Have you ever been to the Ganachery there in Disney Springs?
Ooh, no, I haven't.
I think that might be one of my favorite places because they build chocolate masterpieces in there. The sculptures out of chocolate, and then they paint them with edible paints. I think it's just so beautiful and magical.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. That's a girl after my own heart, because at the end of the day, although I love styles, nothing beats my sweet tooth. Andrew G agrees. Yes, fresh made Rice Krispie treats. I know, anything treats, but that is so cool that you go to Disney Springs. Now I'm guessing because you are a Disney celebrity, you get to go after hours when we don't all see you. Makes sense. And I bet Gus comes with you and gets more treats. What do you guys think? I bet he does.
I have a little pocket in one of my favorite dresses that he likes to sit in, and I'll give him little snacks in there.
Oh, I love it. Okay, more questions. These questions are amazing, guys. I see Michael Disneyhead likes amorettes. I see you guys also love the Emporium and the dress shop, says Karen Cook. Goofies. I love that. Absolutely. Okay. More questions for Cinderella. Anything goes, as you can tell. Who would have thought she goes to Disney Springs? Okay, Cinderella, if you were to have another princess story and live their life experience and adventures, who would it be and why? Andrew G, that's deep.
That's that's an interesting question. I've never thought of that before. Well, of course, I'd never trade my own story for the world. But if we were to swap just for fun, I think perhaps I'd switch with Ariel, so that I could try out being a mermaid and swimming in the ocean, collecting things. I just love her little flounder, I believe he's named, her little best friend.
He's so cute.
He's so cute. I would love to get to know him better. But of course, he lives in the ocean, so I don't get to see him very often.
That's a good question.
And
I saw earlier too, Alyssa that's in the chat, you had a good question. I remember it kind of offhand. Alyssa, there we go. How about, Allie in Wonderland. Do you also go to the other parks? If so, which one is your favorite? That's a great one. I'm so curious. Have you ever seen Star Wars?
I have not been there yet, but I've heard good things from it. It looks wonderful from the outside. Let's see. I think my favorite place to visit is Epcot. I think it's magical, especially when they have all the flowers, the flower festival.
And that's going on now year-round as well. So it's food and wine and flower and garden. And we had Alice in Wonderland on our show.
Oh,
and
how
she's
wonderful.
a garden tea master. That girl is a blast. So we'll have to have you intersect together. I know you've probably done the teacups and seen her, but in Epcot, she is just so much fun. I love her home. It's amazing. And I see that we had somebody who actually works at the ganachery in our chat. That's so cool. I want to say their name was Schmitty. I hope I got it right. I'm so sorry if I didn't get it right, but they work at the ganachery, and they said that they made a anniversary carriage of yours in chocolate.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. Oh, I wish I could see their name. Maybe they can
Oh,
type
there you go. Awesome. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh my goodness, hello.
It was for Disney weddings. That's really cool, Schmitty. How neat. We love you guys being involved in the chat because we get to learn such neat things about you and so many cool facts about our Lake Buena visitors, as we call you, the LBV Club. I see another great, Christine Blair. What a good question. What is your favorite activity to do with Prince Charming?
Oh, well, as I mentioned before, once the parks close down, and now that it's nice and early, we like to watch the sunset together, and then we like to dance down Main Street. It's really magical.
I got to do that with my husband once. We showed it to you on our last episode when we had you on, and we joke it's like better than our wedding pictures.
So
yeah.
magical.
Right, Chris?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that was so magical. If you guys ever get a chance, right now the Magic Kingdom is really empty, Cinderella. So people have a chance, like me or others, to dance literally on Main Street, basically by yourselves. It's amazing. I see Brianna wants to know if you went to school. You're very smart. So I feel like you did.
I actually didn't go to a regular school like you have in your kingdom. We had a teacher come to our home and teach us there. I think you call it homeschooling. So we would read books, we would do our studies alone by ourselves, and then our teacher would check them when she would come by our home. So it was a very interesting experience, but I wish that I could have gone to a school like yours so that I could have met lots of new friends.
Well, right now, we're all kind of like you, Cinderella, where kids are virtually learning, kind of like how we're talking now. They're not in school. It's kind of like homeschooling. But look how amazing your story ended up. So at the end of the day, whatever life brings us, we make the best of it. We make a golden chocolate carriage out of it instead of lemons. You know, when life angel, I'm going to say golden chocolate carriage.
I love that.
I need to find one of those and eat it. Summer 17 said, where did you guys go on your honeymoon? Did you have a honeymoon, or did you have to right away start running a kingdom?
We did. We just started running the kingdom, but we do get to travel to lots of wonderful places together. We met in Europe, and so that's the first place that we toured, all of the different countries of Europe, but we've been to, now of course we live in America, in Florida, in Orlando.
That's right. We were glad to have you in our backyard. Oh, I see some people are heading out. Lori Crazy, thanks for coming in. You know, if you have to go, we of course don't want you to miss it, but definitely come and check the replay because you never know what crazy answers you're going to hear from our guests. Like, again, I never would have guessed Cinderella goes to Disney Springs. So cool. Amazing. And of course, that glass slipper story and then you singing.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, seeing it live, I think nothing will ever beat that. But again, if you can't make it to watch the show live, a replay and those special moments are just incredible. I see it's Florida World after all. Since you're a celebrity, do you ever dress casual? I mean, and enjoy the parks undercover. Jennifer was on TV1 asked about the Spirit jerseys, but it's Florida's World after all. Made a good point. Do you ever go incognito?
I do, very often actually. I, of course, always like to wear blue or pink, but sometimes I like to wear some sunglasses or a sun hat and walk around, and you'd be surprised about how many people don't recognize me right away. It's wonderful.
especially with the mask.
With the masks on too.
I know. I can't tell half the time who is who. It's hard to see you guys. If you weren't so far away, I almost wouldn't recognize even you because these masks are, you know, they're a lot. They cover your face, but it helps to keep us safe so we can enjoy your amazing kingdom.
Of course.
Cinderella, this has just been incredible. I know that you have to go back to taking care of everything because Magic Kingdom is open tomorrow.
I can't
So
wait.
I know. So I know you have a lot to do. Again, please feel free to ask some more questions in the chat before she goes. But in case she missed your question, go to the comments section and ask the question there, and Cinderella will hit you up. Or, of course, hit us up if you have a question, too. Tiffany Ann says, you're absolutely lovely, Cinderella. We were so happy to see you tonight. And I see Joyce Carco asks, will you have a new dress for the 50th anniversary? I bet you will.
The mice are working on it right now with my fairy godmother.
I bet you will. I see Allie in Wonderland says we'll have to keep an eye out for Undercover Cinderella. And again, I see Disney Eve just sent a PayPal. Thank you so much, Disney Eve. We don't have the ability to super chat yet. I know a lot of you are used to the super chat concept. We're working on our hours of live streaming, which will eventually allow us to have super chat in the next coming months. But in the meantime, like I said, we pay to get all our characters here because it's hard. I know there's a distance thing with the Zoom as well as the furlough, and you're working part-time, Cinderella. So we make sure all our characters get, something to be able to get them here. So thank you so much for doing that, Disney Eve. So kind of you. Because again, we would never have this kind of experience if it wasn't for amazing people like you, Cinderella, willing to come and chat with us and sing to us. How incredible was that?
Thank you.
We wouldn't even get that experience at the Magic Kingdom. That is really, really amazing. And wow, something I will never forget. And I see other people too. Allie Wonderland says, you're one of my favorite princesses. Thank you for being a great example of kindness and grace. I think one of the reasons I love Cinderella so much, is because you're one of the few princesses that, even when the world was awful to you, you managed to still be so kind and still be positive and loving to those that were hurting you. And although all the princesses are so kind and wonderful, you went out of your way to show extra love, extra compassion, extra understanding. And I think now in this day and age, that's so important now more than ever. And it's something to your story I think sometimes people forget or miss because there's so much amazing stuff to your story, from the amazing fairy godmother to the glass slippers to the carriage to your prince to the songs. So it's something again that's so meaningful to us. And I see other people too in the chat had a couple more questions.
Cinderella, someone was asking for a shout out to Sophia. So hello, Sophia.
Oh, Sophia, yes. I heard Sophia asked about if your feet hurt from the glass slippers. Am I correct, Chris? Yes. I think Sophia asked that.
Wouldn't you? Glass doesn't seem like it would be comfortable, but those are the most comfortable shoes that I've ever worn in my entire life. Something about the magic that the fairy godmother put in them. They feel so lovely, and I could wear them all day.
Well, there is something to be said about shoes made to you. So I got to say, that makes sense to me. Like they were made for you. If I try to put it on, obviously it's going to hurt. Right. I tried glass slippers for our photo shoot on our Instagram page. And let me tell you, they hurt. No fairy godmother helped me with those. That was, I don't know, some brand from Amazon. Never doing that again. Yes, and I see Karen Cook says, thank you for sharing your time with us.
Thank you,
Mike 888 NYC said, do you have a favorite international park to travel to? Do you go to Disneyland Paris or Japan or any of those?
And Hong Kong and Shanghai. I don't know if I could pick a favorite, but I really love Paris. It's so open and beautiful. I think Paris might be the most lovely of the parks. So that's perhaps my favorite for now.
That's very romantic. And I see, Disney Eve, she did sing earlier, but you know what? Before she goes, maybe she'll hum us a little tune. But I do want to say a big thank you to our mutual friend, Naomi, who set this up so that we could have you here today. Naomi is That Tall Princess on Instagram. But Cinderella, say people want to get in contact with you personally or get to have an experience like this, like how we're doing now on Zoom or something, can they contact Naomi and connect with you?
Yes, they can. Just feel free to send her a message. I love to send video messages and also connect via Zoom or FaceTime to talk to little children for their birthdays, or maybe sing them a song, of course. So just message my friend there and she can help you out in connecting me with you.
Well, I know if I ever have a rough day, I am definitely going to hit you up just to sing to me.
I cannot.
So I was wondering, I guess before we send you out, and I hope you'll stay in the chat, Cinderella, because we're going to talk about the new Magic Kingdom, how things work, and more exclusive news and video that I haven't told you guys yet. But before you go, would you hum a little tune, like a little something as we say goodbye? And everybody, use your emojis to do your best princess wave to our beautiful Cinderella as she gives us a little tune on her way out.
And before I give that tune too, I have a friend, Ruby, that I saw in the chats that it's her birthday today. So happy birthday, Ruby. All right, everyone. So this is love. So this is love. Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Cinderella. Everybody say bye, Cinderella. Oh, how beautiful again. I need
Goodbye, Maria. See you soon.
Bye, Cinderella. How amazing was Cinderella? Oh my God. Again, I'm so glad I have my gloves to use. Again, my favorite song, I think, is So This Is Love, which we made the shirt after. But after hearing her sing earlier, A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, I think that might be my new favorite song. What is your favorite song from the movie, guys? That was so special. Put in the chat what your favorite song was. Oh, I see Hitchhiking Bones, so sweet. We love your channel as well. What a great family. She says, have a pleasant evening, Your Highness. I asked her to stick around in the chat because, like I said, we're going to talk the Magic Kingdom reopening and Walt Disney World reopening. And we have a lot of exclusives, the pros and cons to what's going on in our favorite place, our most magical place on earth. I see Wishing with the Watkins says, please make a dream as a wish. I love that one too. A. Schmitty said, Ursula voice, sing for me. That's basically what I did to her. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Cinderella. Sing. I know. And I like Ray made a spoonful of sugar. Yeah, that's the wrong movie, but that's okay. I bet she would have sang it because she's that cool. I love that guy. Oh, Jan S says, a dream is a wish is her ringtone. I know. Oh, and I'm so glad, Schmitty, you love the shirts. That was really cool about the ganachery. She hangs out with you guys. That's awesome. Again, for those of you who missed it or joined late, you definitely watch the beginning because we learned so many cool things, amazing facts about Cinderella, mind blown, as well as the Magic Kingdom. Like I said, I was in tears half this episode. Like Mickey, when we had him on last week, also tears. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the Magic Kingdom. And all of you in the chat are welcome to let me know questions, your personal feelings. Again, this is a safe space for any of our Lake Winna visitors, LBV community, new people as well, to talk and to debate, chat about what is going on, and my background and opinion on the Magic Kingdom that we went to, the first reopening and the opening day, literally. I have to say, there was no people. It was weird. Like in a good way for safety, but also kind of weird to not have a lot of people because in some ways you feed off the energy of the people. So it's, it's hard. So Chris, do you have a video though of one of the pros of having an empty park to yourself? This is pretty amazing, guys. Let's show them. If you have the teacups ready, let's show them the teacups because literally.
Have you guys ever had a whole ride to yourself before? we have the entire ride to ourselves, the 5 of us. That's it. We all have our own teacup. Hey!
amazing, right? There's Jenna, my BFF from Resort TV One, who was with us. Josh, make sure you subscribe to their channel if you are new, as well as our other, I think, was Dale with us, or was it just the three of us? Corey was with us? Corey Meets World, another amazing live streaming channel that you must subscribe to. Our moderators will put it in the chat. We had our own ride. It was incredible. Steph says, have you been to any regular after hours event? Would you say the crowds are similar? Steph, amazing question I was going to get to. I actually felt that the after hours events that I paid $100+ to go to, an extra magic hour even, had more people than the opening and the days after. Really, really, again, it was kind of weird. I've never been to an after hours event where I had my own ride. There was our own small world ride. It was a very, very small world. Very small. But again, I get it. To be safe, that helps. So in some ways, you get to enjoy the parks as if it was your own park, as if you were Cinderella and got to have the whole kingdom to yourself. But, you know, it's, again, that energy that you kind of feed off of the happy people is more limited. So I recommend having a group of friends. Like, I was blessed to have my best friend, Jenna from Resort TV One, and Josh and Dale and Corey Meets World and other people that were all with us. So again, we had a blast. But I joke with Chris, I said, if it was just you and me, it might have been, I mean, it would have been fun. But again, maybe that energy, that excitement would be a little bit lower. The way I look at it is we go to Disney for riding the rides and riding as many as we can. So right now is the best time to go. If you want fireworks and character meet, that's a really good point, Sean. That was actually something I was going to bring up. Disney is very well known for their experiential options. So say you're not into rides. You know, there's obviously shows, fireworks, character meetings, obviously magic going on around the park. That's not there anymore. Ironically, Jenna and I agreed from Resort TV One that Universal has put a lot of effort and money to that experiential options. Like in Wizarding World, there's still shows. There's lots of wizards walking around to show you spells. You get private wand ceremonies. So ironically, Universal, who is better known for their rides, is now switching to be more on the experiential aspect of things since they don't have that much crowds. Whereas Disney now has to focus solely on rides. And so, yes, you will get to do all the rides. If you go now to Disney, you will hands down get to do every ride. Splash Mountain had no line except for that weird merchandise queue. But literally you could do every ride and enjoy it in the parks right now. And speaking of parks, Hollywood Studios will officially open tomorrow. So for those of you in the chat, make sure to watch Resort TV One, who will be live tomorrow from Hollywood Studios. Very exciting. And of course, Friday, there's Epcot and more. But I would love to know your thoughts too. Would you want to visit Disney, you know, now during this kind of, you know, shift into the new normal? People asked me if I felt safe. I did. You're going to laugh. The only place I did not feel safe was the Starbucks. Yes, you heard that right. I said a lot of funny things today, like, Cinderella, I need to visit your bathroom more often. Make sure to replay that because it's pretty epic. But the Starbucks was the only place where you weren't really socially distancing well. People were taking off their mask in Magic Kingdom to drink inside the Starbucks, of course. And the line was crazy. It was actually the longest line we waited in the whole time we were at Magic Kingdom. There was no mobile ordering, which is kind of bizarre. I don't know why, because that would be a safe thing. Universal Starbucks does it. But we waited 40 minutes for a coffee. Yeah, I didn't think it would take that long. There was no, obviously, queue that said, you will wait this long for a coffee. Otherwise, we probably would have gone to Joffrey's. But yeah, so you will not be waiting in line for the rides, you know, but you will be waiting for Starbucks. Now, I did see Michael said, some people are talking about if it's your first Disney trip. I would say if it's your first Disney trip, yeah, maybe wait. Maybe wait for the holidays too, because Christmas, of course, they're going to, I think, start things up. Hopefully there's, the world's a little safer, things like that. Jason Nunn said that's longer than the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train line. Yes, Jason, no joke. The Starbucks line was longer than Seven Dwarfs. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And I see just, like I said, the lines were nothing except for Starbucks. I know, the hitchhiking, Joffrey's next time. I guess so. So yeah, that's the only place I didn't feel safe. And I don't feel comfortable yet in restaurants enclosed. But Magic Kingdom did an amazing job having plenty of outdoor options for eating, for taking a break, because it is really hot. Chris, do we have any video? Okay, so one of the few places you can take off your mask is while you're eating, of course. And Cosmic Rays outside is completely empty, as you can see. We have the whole place to ourselves, though inside is pretty packed. Now, to get inside, you can see behind me there's quite the line for mobile ordering. So just make sure you do it in advance, and then you can walk right in, rather than waiting in line over there, as you can tell, as if it was a ride, but it's only food. Now, I, of course, love the fact that there are options, mobile ordering all throughout the park, but certain fan favorites for foods like the Harbor House are closed. Even you're gonna have some of the churro carts and things like that, or where you get the Jenna, what's those egg rolls you like? I think they're like a cheesesteak egg roll, like that was closed. So there's things too that they make sure that crowds keep moving and don't build up in these small spaces, except for Starbucks. So weird. Now, I see Joey's World said he agreed. He was on It's a Small World with us when we had no people. It was just us by ourselves. Yes, Adventures with Mav. I wish Casey's was open. Yeah, Casey's was not open. The ice cream, again, those create long lines. So the experience is a little different. You know, you don't have some of that old Main Street USA you love, but you do get the characters at the end of the train station that greet you, the cavalcades, lots of really cool moments that are different. Chris, do you have our funny moment with Winnie the Pooh's gang?
I don't.
Oh, you don't? It's so cool. Okay, well, it is in my Insta story on Instagram. Winnie the Pooh's crew, nobody has this on video, by the way. I don't know why. They hang out at the Crystal Palace outside. So you can go visit the Crystal Palace, which is closed for eating right now. And you can go visit Rabbit, who's never been basically in Magic Kingdom other than for Easter. You can visit Piglet and Eeyore. All the characters come out at the Crystal Palace and you can wait for them. And we just got this new Winnie the Pooh shirt, which is amazing. I think we're going to have Winnie the Pooh on the show. I love him so much. But it's this awesome tie-dye tee with Pooh and his little tie-dye tee too. So cute. But again, it's something that is different, but you still get to interact with them. Head to my Instagram to see the video of Winnie the Pooh and gang. Piglet got kind of sad. I kept focusing on Rabbit because I'd never seen Rabbit before. So I was excited. Jason did say he saw it on Instagram, and it wasn't it cute. Piglet was like, Marie is not paying attention to me. I know. It was amazing. Now, Chris, I know we have some more exclusives from the opening. What else do we have to show them?
Some of the rides.
Ooh, some of the rides. Well, before we get to the rides, I'm going to tell you something I just found out from Jenna that is also now on the internet. Annual pass holders will be able to, starting the 17th, make more than 3 pass reservations at a time. So, unfortunately, we jam-packed our week to try to get in as many parks as possible because you only get those 3. And we thought we won't get back into the parks again all month because it's sold out based on the calendar. Well, guess what? Everybody mark your calendars. July 17th, you will get to make more reservations for your annual pass if you are an annual pass holder. So it'll allow more people in the parks because there was literally nobody. Chris, let's show them another place where there was nobody in the parks. It was pretty crazy. And actually, we have Corey Meets World who made a good point as to why it was a neat thing to have. Do you have that video? To have we have our awesome friend Corey Meets World with an amazing channel you have to subscribe to. We ran into him. He's doing amazing live streams, like I mentioned earlier. But he just told us a really cool fact. I thought the Tiki Room and other, auditoriums would be closed. But okay, well, how was it? What happened?
It was great. So Tiki Room's open. Also, we did Carousel of Progress, which is another one that's kind of that theater style, Every other row is open, and then every row that is open, there's sections that are about 6 feet long that they have kind of like marked off so you can't sit there. But they also said, because I've tried to ride Tiki, every few shows, they skip a show and actually go in and clean everything too.
Yeah, how cool, right? Now, I think, Chris, you have more video.
I've been telling people that I feel like this is so much more organized than like an average day in the Magic Kingdom.
I believe it.
And so many people are thinking like, oh, is it going to take away from the magic? No, it's enhanced it. I feel like this is better than like an average day, being able to just have everything more organized and just not feel as chaotic as it usually does.
And it's more personalized. Like I told Chris, for the first time, I noticed things in the queue I'd never seen the Peter Pan queue in all the years. 20 plus years I've been coming, never saw the queue for Peter Pan until today. Yeah. And it was just amazing. So I see a lot more magical details that I never got to see until
Absolutely.
now. So yeah. Now, although there's no Fast Pass, like I said when we were talking to Corey Meets World, that I had never in all my years gotten to see the queue for Peter Pan. And oh my God, is it magical? I would love to know, you guys in the chat, do you have a favorite queue for a ride? It's been actually really nice not doing Fast Passes because we get to see these amazing queues. There's no lines behind us or in front of us. I just saw Flight of Passage for the first time. Oh, my mind blown. Of course, the ride, amazing. I cried again, a lot of crying. But again, the queue, so amazing. So again, you see these more personalized experiences more up close than you used to due to the fact that there's less people in the park. But you don't have the characters. You don't have the shows. You don't have some of the special touches that you wish, you did. So again, I would love to know in the chat, what do you guys prefer? Would you rather have a full day where you can do all the rides? Would you rather have the characters and the shows and more of those personal, more intimate touches figuratively? 'Cause you can't touch anything right now. Don't touch. Yes, Maria. I missed that, Chris. Sorry. There we go. Yes, Maria. People will actually slow down and look around at the park instead of rushing to make their Fast Passes or dining reservations. I totally agree, Mav. Absolutely. And Karen Cook says the Peter Pan queue is awesome. See the after hours event. That's the only time to see some of these things. So again, you do get a different experience, but very cool. And I see Kerner passed. Ooh, the Great Movie Ride was a great queue. Expedition Everest. That's a great one. I've actually been to Nepal, to Mount Everest. That's right. I've only been to base camp. I didn't climb, but I've been to base camp because some of you know I've worked in television and got to interview some pretty cool people. So I got to go to base camp. And let me tell you, Disney looks exactly like the real Mount Everest, the whole Nepal area, Kathmandu, all of that. They did an incredible job. So again, take the time to look around at the things now that you can because there's no crowds. It really makes it more magical. S. Albert says, is that backdrop like Thomas Kincaid painting? It is. And there's lots of cool hidden gems in the background behind me. So if you feel, especially I Spy later, watch the replay and you'll find things like Jock and Gus to Geppetto, Pinocchio over there, Snow White, and many more. Now I see Mrs. Angie Marie says there were lots of characters when she went. This time it would be rides. That's what we did. And Donna Jaworski had a comment too. We missed it. Sorry, Donna, if you have your comment, say it again. We can't wait to have you back in the parks. And yes, Steph, Disney definitely pays attention to the little details. It's truly amazing the details they come up with. I would love to know too, you guys, would you Rob Faith, way back in the day, you could just start in one direction and work your way around the park. now you find yourself skipping around hectically. That's a really good point, Rob. We, of course, ran around the park because we were really excited. But realistically, now you can do it all in one day, to the point that it's kind of crazy. Melody, yes, planning a trip to Disney is a science. Not needing to make fast passes does take away some of the stress because you don't have control over it now. That's a very good point, Melody. For those of you in the chat, are you like me where you have like a system like, okay, we're doing this at 2, and then at 4 o'clock, Pooh's coming outside, and then at 6 o'clock, we have Mary Poppins, and then at 7, we're going to go do this, and then 8 is the fireworks. I'm one of those people. Yeah, now you literally are at just enjoying the parks, doing the rides as they come. It's a different experience, but I don't think it's a bad one per se. It's different. Sean says he's going December around Christmas or New Year. Yeah, I hope it has at least more energy. That is the only, I would say, complaint I have is, you love seeing all those happy faces. You can't see them with the masks, but you can see their eyes are happy. Like, as you can tell, yes, I cried during Cinderella, but my eyes, I'm excited. You can see the excitement in their eyes. But having less people does take that energy level down a little. The applause are soft. The music is louder because you don't have voices of people over it. It's a little different. Again, it's worth experiencing because I think you'll never have that experience again, once the coronavirus and the pandemic is over. Again, it's very much a go with the flow type of feeling. And we're going to see more tomorrow from Hollywood Studios, how that works, because it's a much smaller space, guys. So that'll be interesting. Is it more packed? Animal Kingdom was completely empty. That was really weird. I rode Flight of Passage over and over and over again with Jenna and Dale from Resort TV 1. We'll see if Hollywood Studios is more packed and how that works. I saw they had cool cars for the characters. But Epcot looked actually really neat. Pooh, the characters, this is really cool. Pooh is running around with a butterfly catching net. And he's just running literally in the fields, and you're watching him, and you obviously can talk to him from far away. There's obviously a bar, preventing you from touching him, but he's running around. Joy was frolicking in a field by herself, just literally skipping. Joy from Inside Out. The characters are actually having a lot of fun at Epcot to the point that it's almost like a show. And I kind of wish Magic Kingdom had that ability. I don't think they do because of the space, whereas Epcot, there's tons of space. So you're in for quite a treat from Epcot opening with all the characters because they're really given a lot of room to get to have fun with and for you to even have some experiences with. So I can't wait. Corey Meets World Finding Joy was hilarious. So you saw that. How amazing. I didn't know he got video of it. It was incredible, hysterical. I was laughing as she just frolicked around. Really, really special. And, again, it's going to be different, but still fun. I have to say, there is the issue. Yes, the masks do make it a little bit hotter, but there's plenty of places to take breaks. So the other thing I would say, a major tip and trick, is make sure to take breaks throughout the day. Whereas I used to go to the parks and it was like, go, 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 go. Now it's taking your time, take breaks. It's a little different because of the heat, the masks, and more. I see Ram says, I use Excel. I did too. Chris, you have more comments we can throw in our chat? We're very organized, Mrs. Angie Marie. Especially to put on this show. A lot of people don't realize a lot of work goes into doing a live show. For our friends that are new to LBV TV, I used to work for the morning show on NBC, and I would do live stuff like this all the time. But it is different on YouTube. There's, of course, more mishaps, less employees. But of course, even little things like having our light go out today for the show, or the printer break that happened last episode, so that our scripts and things like that, people we wanted to thank and talk to. There's a lot of stuff that goes into making these shows and bringing the characters to life for you. So thank you so much for helping us bring the magic. We couldn't thank you enough for it because, again, Disney reopening is still different. It won't be personal like this. And the community is more important than ever. the love and the magic is more important than ever. And oh, thank you so much. Sunset Boulevard said she just subscribed to our channel. And Florida World, after all, said, what's our favorite park? I don't know. I would say Hollywood Studios because I love Galaxy's Edge. But after riding Flight of Passage for the first time yesterday, that's right, for the first time ever. I know, I'm 3 years late, but I could never get a fast pass. And even a fast pass was 4-hour wait. I didn't know I would have waited 4 hours for that moment. And now looking back, I'm like, what were you doing, Maria? It was incredible. Yes. And Ram says we need to get you an assistant. I know Chris is working on the chat, but soon we'll have super chat options too so that we can get to your chats easier. But in the meantime, we love being able to read everybody's comment and try to get to them. But if we miss them, please comment below. Let us know so that we can answer you. We love having you guys a part of the LBV Club. And for those of you tuning in, lbvclub.com, which is up and running a little bit right now, has a very special discount code for all you guys. That's right. Only you guys watching on YouTube. Nobody on Instagram knows. Nobody else knows. Only you guys. lbvclub.com. Because we want to thank you guys for being a part of this channel and community. I see Disney Eve said, Marie and Chris, who's your favorite character to meet? Well, after Cinderella singing to us, I don't know. I think I got to change my answer to Cinderella. What do you guys think? I have to say I love Anna and Elsa together. I've gotten the chance to meet them together. I'm a big character fan. So that's why with a lot of our shirts, characters are very important to, making sure we do them justice. Chris, who is your favorite character to meet?
I was a big fan of Crush.
Chris says his favorite was Crush.
Dude, awesome, bruh.
Crush was amazing. Crush, we had him on the show. So that was very cool. He usually only talks to kids at Turtle Talk, but he talks to adults on our show. So, Chris, how about in the park? Who is your favorite character to meet? I'll let you think about that while I answer. I'm going to say my favorite character to meet is Mickey Mouse. My favorite thing will forever be talking to the Talking Mickey, which I talked about in last week's episode. Talking Mickey, where he interacted with you, was incredible. I mentioned in last week's episode that as a kid, I had a lot of health issues that had me in the hospital, and Mickey was my best friend, my plush Mickey I held. And I would talk to him all the time and wish that one day he would respond back. And so to become an adult later on and actually have Mickey say, I love you back. I cried every time I visited Talking Mickey. It was so magical. Unfortunately, he's gone now, but I have a lot of video on my Instagram of Talking Mickey. I was a big fan. Oh, I love all your answers. Yes, everybody in the chat, who's your favorite character to meet? I see Brandy and Dave, our amazing moderators, love Gaston. He's so funny, by the way. I've never seen a video of Gaston that wasn't hysterical. I see Extraordinary Larry loves Baymax. Oh, it's so cute because you guys probably hug each other because you're cute and cuddly. I like that. And Karen Cook says Edna Mode and Gaston were a blast. I see Allie in Wonderland said Mickey and Pooh. Allie, you get me. I'm similar. Becky says Belle is her favorite to meet. Kelly Aguilar says Goofy. Team Mold, also one of our amazing friends who has an awesome channel. Also for my first baby, Mickey announced our big announcement of your little girl. That's wonderful. Chip and Dale from Brianna. Mickey seems to be a fan favorite. I see that, Barbara. I know Mickey will always be number one. That's why it was so special to have Mickey on our show last week. And you want to subscribe because you'll never want to miss what famous character we have on every week, or if we go live from a park or doing something special. Everything about our channel is to do something a little bit out of the ordinary and bring the Disney magic into your home. So, like I said, next week I think we might have Kermit. Oh, sorry, Chris. Chris goes, don't you want to know what my favorite character meet was? Sorry, Chris. All right, tell us.
My favorite character meets have always been with the evil queen.
Did you hear that? Chris's favorite character meet was with the evil queen. We did the Snow White dinner, and let's just say she had a field day with him. I'll post some pictures on my Instagram. Chris took probably the most epic selfie with her, and she'll never forget him. Let's just say that. It's always so awesome to have you guys a part of the live show. We love that. We love getting to know you. When we started our apparel line, I said I didn't want it to just be a store or a shop. I wanted it to be a community, a club. We call you guys the LBV Club. And this is the same thing with our channel. We wanted it to be a community where you guys can get to know each other. And we're so excited that some of you I even saw are going to meet up in Magic Kingdom tomorrow. That is so cool. So yeah, thank you so much. It really means a lot. And you don't want to miss, like I said, coming up next week, I think it's going to be Kermit the Frog or Epcot. Yes, so we'll either live stream something special from Epcot or we'll have the Muppets on. So make sure to hit notifications. And make sure to hit the like button because that helps us a ton. And let us know whatever you love to see in coming episodes. Any characters you love. I see a lot of you love Pooh. We're going to try to get him. I love Pooh too. And Brianna says Launchpad and Quack was awesome. We'll try to get some of those cool, rare characters too. And I'm so glad to hear, Classy Disney Mom, you have some of our shirts. Thank you. And oh yeah, Chewbacca's awesome. Mrs. Angie Marie. Again, so many great options to have on our show. So please don't miss an episode. We love having you guys and love having you talk to them. And how great, again, was Cinderella singing. I always sign off our show with, see you real soon. I wish I could sing as good as her, but I did sing to Mickey Mouse last week. So if you're bored, go check out that episode, or the time I sang the Tiki Room with the Muppets when they did their Tiki auditions. And stay tuned for also very special vlogs. We'll be doing stuff from Universal and other places that are rare tips and tricks, also rare fun things to do, and unique experiences and exclusives you can only find here. But like I say, at the end of every episode, since I can't sing like Cinderella, guys, we love you so much. And as Mickey would say, see you real soon.